Hey everyone, welcome back to B-Man is Mad, another episode of Honest About the Irish. I just got home from work. Literally, I had to stop at Staples before I got home to get a new mouse for my computer. I'm tired. I just want to go home and relax and drink a beer and smoke a cigar and see what's going on TV. And as soon as I get home from Staples and I lay down on the couch to take my work boots off and have the dogs, play with the dogs, I know the dogs are always on top of you, licking you, say, hey, welcome home, daddy. My phone beeps and it's breaking news, and I'm like, oh man, what could it be now? More COVID-19 bullshit. That's all we're hearing. I looked at the phone and it said breaking news, Notre Dame, from the 4-letter network, which I hate, which I have them on my phone, which I don't understand. Yes, I know, I'm a hypocrite. And it said, breaking news, Notre Dame has officially joined the ACC conference in football. They will have 11-game schedule and a 10-game conference schedule in the ACC and one non-conference game. And they haven't even announced their schedule yet. Now, originally before the pre-COVID-19 schedule, Notre Dame has 6 ACC games on their schedule that they're going to play. And that is going to be Wake Forest. That was going to be away at Pittsburgh, Duke, Clemson, Georgia Tech, Louisville. I believe that's 6. Let me go through the schedule here. Now, guys, I didn't get a chance to do research and all that. This is just literally just me coming down here, running down here, and breaking the news to you guys. So let's go over that schedule again. Louisville, that's 1. Georgia Tech, that's 2. Clemson, that's 3. Duke, that's 4. Pittsburgh, that's 5. And Wake Forest, that's 6. So originally, they already had 6 games scheduled in their pre-2020 schedule, pre-COVID-19 schedule, I should say. So basically, all they would have to do is add 4 more games, and of course, they have that one non-conference game. And to me, I kind of feeling it's going to be Navy, because Notre Dame has played Navy since the 30s and 40s, even probably before that, and they have not stopped playing them since. So it's a long tradition. So I could see Notre Dame not playing Navy, and a lot of Notre Dame has broken a lot of tradition in this schedule. They're not playing USC for the first time since 1945, I believe it was. I could be wrong, or 1944, around there. And another tradition that Notre Dame is breaking, to me at least, being a Notre Dame fan and listening to the Notre Dame elitists and the Notre Dame snobs out there, and I know a lot of you family members right now who are watching this and close Notre Dame fans and friends and family members, you're probably going to disagree with me, but you know what? This is my opinion. What happened to Notre Dame not joining a conference? And, and I get it. This is unstable times. This is something new. There's a virus in the world. This is something that needed to happen. But no, this is all about money. This is all about Notre Dame being more than an academic school. This is Notre Dame being more than their actual university. This is a football program. This is basically what this is. This is all about football. This is all about money. And basically, to me, as a Notre Dame fan, that they were always high and mighty about not joining a conference. They were different. They were special. They were above that. They were elegant. Now you joined a conference because everyone else was canceling their games and canceling their non-conference games, and you were forced to join a conference. And I kind of think that Notre Dame sold out a little bit. And I think that a lot of Notre Dame diehard fans might disagree with me, but I think a lot of other fans might agree with me. And Notre Dame's kind of sold out here, and that's the way I feel. Like, Notre Dame is basically showing up to the party late, as they would say. There's been a lot of pressure for them joining a conference. I don't know what to think about it. I've always said I don't really like conferences in college football. Certain conferences, I don't like the Big Ten. If Notre Dame were to join the Big Ten, I would laugh, because the Big Ten is like the Walmart of college football. I hate to say it, but they are, because you got Michigan there. If you got rid of Michigan, the Big Ten would be a good program, because Michigan, we're not going to waste my breath. We're not going to talk about Michigan, okay? So screw Michigan. But basically, the Big Ten is a conference I would not Notre Dame to be in. If Notre Dame were to be in a conference, I guess I would prefer them to be in the ACC. But to this point, I really don't care, because eventually, I honestly believe that Notre Dame would join a conference one day, but not like this. I would think like 30 years from now they would be in a conference, but not something like this where it's going to be a one-year deal. So it's pretty interesting. But what happened to those elitists out there that said Notre Dame's above conference? Like I said earlier, answer my question. Leave a comment below. How do you feel about this? Now, are you changing your mind? Are you changing gears? Are you agreeing with this? Oh, Notre Dame needs to be in a conference. There needs to be football. Because of this virus, we did not want to have a season without football. If they came up to me and said, hey, B-Man, what do you think we should do? I'd say, cancel this season. Be safe. Set an example. You've already had the Ivy League cancel other fall sports. Notre Dame could have lived without football for 1 year. Now, fans like me, I probably couldn't live without football, because football is the most important thing to a man. It gets them away from their wife. It gets them away from other things in the world going on. It gets them away from politics, but unfortunately, politics are in sports right now. So, you know what? It'll be interesting to see how this plays out if they even have a season because of COVID-19 with all the other unrest going on in the country. If that'll take place in it, if that'll be all wind up in the season with COVID-19, if they're going to have to cancel games because a couple players are going to get the virus, and plus with all the unrest that's going on in the country now. So it's going to be a pretty interesting year. That's if Notre Dame has a season this year, because I am about 45% sure that they could have a season this year. And also, the big question is, I haven't had any, excuse me, I haven't anything to read up on this. I have not been able to research it. Is what is Notre Dame going to do with NBC? NBC controls all their home games. NBC has all the rights and revenue streams for their home games, and Notre Dame makes a big chunk of pie off that revenue stream. They're going to have to share that, aren't they, with the ACC? Aren't they going to have to share that with ESPN, ABC, and the ACC conference? That's how they usually do it. But I would think that since this is a once in a lifetime type of thing going on right now with the virus, that NBC would still have the rights for all their home games, and they would probably have to split the revenue with ABC, ACC slash NBC, or excuse me, slash, well, yeah, throw NBC in there and Notre Dame and ESPN and the conference. So I would think that's what they're going to do. But Notre Dame can be pretty greedy when it comes to money. Believe me, I know. I have 5 family members who went to Notre Dame, and I've heard all the stories about how crazy and greedy they are, and how they are like a spoiled rich kid showing up to the party late. That's basically what they are here joining the ACC. But that is pretty much it. I think it's pretty interesting, and I'm not going to make a prediction yet on what their record is. Once their schedule is concrete and set and proved, and I know what that non-conference game is going to be, I will make up my own schedule for Notre Dame, or my own prediction for their schedule, I should say. So that's pretty much it, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go, well, I am home, duh. I'm going to go jump in the shower and clean up, go drink my beer, and go smoke my cigar, and go sit in the back porch and read all people's comments all over social media, all over the world right now, what they think about Notre Dame during the ACC. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night, and happy Wednesday.